For this challenge, we're going to be looking at one of the accessibility features. There are lots of accessibility features on your iPad that could be helpful for you or for your students. To reach them, we are going to go to General first, and then Accessibility. Many of the students use these features already to help them, but if you know someone who's struggling, you might want to suggest some of these for them. Or if you yourself struggle, then you can use these for yourself. We're going to practice right now using the ones that have to do with visual modifications. The first one is larger text. Here you see larger accessibility sizes, and you can go ahead and select that, and you'll see right away that the text gets larger down here at the bottom, where you can move the slider. So you can play with that and pick one just to try it out and see if you like it, and then you can always change it back. The other one we're going to do is increasing contrast, which is just a little lower down. Here there are 3 different options. You can try them one at a time. For reduced white point, you can see immediately a difference. At least I can from here. If you go to your home screen, you might notice it's just everything's a little bit dimmer. When you go on the websites, in general, it's not as bright to look at. It's just a little bit more muted. If you go to darken colors, it will do just that. It will darken all the colors. So I can already see my iTunes U. The emblem for the icon for that looks darker. For darken colors, you can see if you're looking at the accessibility right here, and these colors, when I hit darken colors, they will all get darker. That will continue to go across with all of the different websites you might look at. Everything is going to be a little darker than it was before. Reduce transparency, it says here, improve contrast on some backgrounds to increase legibility. So it's just improving the contrast. So again, if you have some visual impairments, you might see that this would be helpful to you. Here, if you see the bottom bar becomes gray, these become gray, so changing the contrast just on my home screen. And throughout different websites, I can see that the subtext here is different colors. So those are some of the visual modifications you can make. And the final one we'll look at is bold text. Now, the minute you hit bold text, it will ask you to, if you select it, it's going to restart your iPad. That's fine, just hit continue, and then you'll notice, just like in that pop-up, how the text looks pretty bold. All of your text that's black on your iPad will become bold text like that. I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So now my iPad has restarted itself, and I can go back, and it looks as though I still have some of the other options selected, but you can see here that there's bold text already here. If you look at my email, if you see all of the email that have my name, and that's all in bold text. In my actual email, you can see is bold text. That's a bad example because that was all colored. You can see all of your email is bold texted now. I think this one looks really cool. Could be a really nice option if you find that just showing a more bold text would be something that would be promising for you. All right, and that is it. Feel free to take these settings off if you don't like them. It's just a matter of learning how to use them and figuring out what might be helpful to you.